U.S. Olympic hammer thrower Gwen Berry not backing down on her decision to turn her back on the American flag during the national anthem.
If you know your history, you know the full song of the national anthem. The third paragraph speaks to slaves in America, our blood being slain and pilfered all over the floor. It's disrespectful, and it does not speak for Black Americans. I never said that I hated the country. Never said that. All I said was I respect my people enough to not stand or acknowledge something that disrespects them. I love my people, point blank, period.
And now the Washington Post causing controversy after columnists compare GOP Representative Dan Crenshaw to segregationist George Wallace after the Texas congressman called for Berry to be booted from Team USA. Greg, what do you think?
I think it's funny that she did something to garner attention, and now she's angry that she got the attention. She should be really happy. Hating on the national anthem, hating the country is profitable. She could become a sports analyst at ESPN, a culture critic at CNN. She could be a stylist for Teen Vogue. Embrace, mundane theatrics like that in this day and age are considered somewhat cool to a certain part of our media. So I think she should just be happy that she got the attention, but we should not martyr her. I don't think she should be removed from anything. You should just stop caring about her. Exactly. Just stop, treat her like the way she treats the flag. Just, I don't need it.
Dana, you said that when we covered the 31st date, that the first and second place, the winner and the second place person didn't get the attention that young Miss Berry's getting. Do you think this helps or hurts?
Deanna Price is certainly she's the one who came in first, and she broke a lot of records. But there's also, I don't know if you had a chance to see any of these Olympic trials, but our athletes are amazing, and we are going to do so well at the Olympics. Sha'Carri Richardson, she's the track and field star. I think she's from Houston. What an incredible story. We should be talking about her story. The way that she didn't even tell anybody that her biological mother had passed away the week before the race, and she ran it for her. And she wins. A beautiful person. She's got style and swagger. We should be talking about them. And actually, if you look at a lot of these athletes that win at the end of their race, when they have a chance to speak to the cameras, almost all of them thank God, right? So if you can't thank your country, and maybe figure out a way to talk about something that can bring people together. I also believe that if Gwen Berry wants to be the next Colin Kaepernick, she's going to have to get some media training, because she repeated every negative thing that she says has been said about her. I don't hate America is not something you want to have to explain over and over again. So that might be something she could do.
Should she get a second chance to kind of redo this? I mean, she's young. She it seems to be inexperienced as it looked there. Does she get a second chance, Jesse?
I don't know what a second chance means. She has to get back on the podium and place, and then maybe she gets another shot, whether she turns her
with
back
the media,
or not.
with us thinking about that, we were talking about it.
Honestly, she reminds me of Omar, because maybe she doesn't hate the country, Harold, but she sure gives me the impression that she hates the country. It's like when you're riding in the car with someone on a trip and you're listening to the radio, and every single time a country music song comes on, they change the channel and say, they may not hate country music, but you're giving me the impression that you hate country music. When she says, I respect my people, she's talking about black people. She's not talking about my people, the American people, okay? And if she is really about respect, she would have respected the flag, the country, and those other two athletes who were on first and second place steps. She had the wise men there to try to save her, because obviously she's in big trouble. This was a cleanup job again, and it failed. She booted it. Was this on CNN again? CNN is constantly trying to rehab people that are saying anti-American things, and it keeps not working. They're obviously doing something wrong. The Washington Post now thinks they're the racial referee of this country. Dan Crenshaw wouldn't have said what he said if she were white. He probably would have condemned her stronger. He wants her off the squad. Who cares what color she is? That's not the point. The Washington Post is trying to create a situation where you cannot criticize anybody who's African American. They will make you a bigot if you do that, and it shouldn't matter what color you are. If you turn your back to the flag like that, most people think that's anti-American.
Is this really about country music?
Greg, you know how I feel about country music.
Hey, just for the record, I let us in with Tennessee Whiskey, and you tried to change that station.
It's a great song. I love that song. It's a good one. Look, first of all, I'm not surprised that the Washington Post would compare a Republican, Dan Crenshaw, to a Democrat, George Wallace, and try to act like they were the same thing. George Wallace was a Democrat, again, for the record.
True.
He was not a Republican. The other thing is, what I love about sports is that it's all based on ability and skill and perseverance and hard work, and you are judged by that. You can take everything else out of it, race. They're taking gender out of it now, so I guess they can do that too. And it's all about who can get to the finish line first if you're racing or whatever sport that you're in. And I think it's unfortunate now that even the wokeness is trying to divvy up sports in a way that isn't based on hard work and getting the job done and who's going to be the best. It's based on all of these social justice, categories that they want to check off. It's unfortunate.